Super Jotun is our next author. Does not have an author's page. Oh, by the way, Zeno, there is a little heads up because we were talking about cats, right? Japan is working on a medication that for cats that will take away the kidney failures that a lot of cats get. It's a cure against that, so that cats can live longer. I'm not sure if they managed to get it because it was meant to be done last year, and also they also plan to sell it for cheap. So keep an eye on that, because a lot of cats starting to get that kidney failure thing, and if Japan does get to distribute that to the US in any time soon. Yeah, okay, in the US probably will not be cheap, but Japan will. I think if I recall, actually let's look up real quick. Japan cat medicine 30 years. Yeah, so that you can live 30 years. Price. There's not much info about the price of cat medicine in Japan that extends the cat's last to 30 years, but here's some information about a cat injection that may extend a cat's life. Yeah, so they want so your cat can live for 30 years long, which is pretty long ass time. And yeah, no, like the thing is, when Japan says they want to sell it for cheap, they probably will. They have a whole different aspect of how, like, when it comes to medicine, they won't do a thing where, like, so, oh, you want this medicine that's really important to you? Well, it's $2,000. They won't do that stuff, which I'm glad that's the case. Okay, sorry. Super Jotun, that's our author, and they wrote, "Don't let the bathbugs bite." Not bedbugs, bathbugs. Bath bugs. Alright, here we go. Upper class Euclid. Through controlled feeding at certain known feeding areas, the range of SCP-2421 has been limited to a 250 km square area in the south of Russia. Mobile Task Force Alpha 2 resort staff are responsible for maintaining these areas. Pardon me. Feeding areas are presented as a chain of resorts branded as fundamental springs. D-class are stationed at all feeding areas for the purpose of consumption. Description. I think this one was for the short works content. Oh, okay. SCP-2421 is a large subterranean entity which resides a minimum of 100 meters beneath ground level. It has roughly oval shape with a segmented shell covering most of its body and fleshy gaps between each fleshy gaps between each segment to allow for articulation. Hair-like protrusion cover the outside of the shell in irregular pattern. Love a good creature. Yeah, good creature SCP is always nice, eh? SCP-2421 possesses no legs and moves in a manner similar to a caterpillar. At the presumed front of the creature are two claw-like mandibles which allowed it to burrow through rock. It is approximately 300 meters long. God damn! Possesses a 150 meter long proboscis protruding from between the mandibles. That's a long proboscis. Additionally, imaging has shown SCP-2421 to possess an intricate skeletal structure within its shell, containing a number of air-filled chambers, the purpose of which are unknown. Sample analysis of the entity reveals a non-standard genetic structure, possibly suggesting extra-dimensional origin. The creature feeds by extending its proboscis towards the surface and puncturing the bottom of a small body of water in which the temperature is approximately 25 degrees Celsius or higher. Oh god, the onsens, the hot springs in Japan. No! These locations include hot springs, spas, or in one case, a bath. Once the bottom of the body of water has been punctured, a sphincter at the end of the proboscis will open and any human within the water will be pulled inside. The entity will consume approximately 5 humans over a 2 period once per month and will expand its feeding area should human be scarce. Okay, it just says down here. Observe feeding as far from the current containment area as California prior to current measures. Feeding episodes consist with SCP-2421 were first reported in May 1840. Attempts to replace D-class with animals during feeding episodes have been unsuccessful, as test animals remained untouched despite the water being the correct temperature and within its feeding range. D-class fed to SCP-2421 implanted with tracking devices have been observed to move in the air-filled chambers of the entity's shell in an erratic manner. In one incident where civilians were unavoidably consumed during a feeding episode, a call was made to the Foundation-owned spa resort from the phone of a presumed dead civilian within the entity. No specific words were identified. However, background sounds of conversation, laughter, splashing, low moans, and what has been determined to be seagulls were recorded. Oh. Maybe it's just a resort. Maybe it's just a resort inside that thing. Actually, you know what? I would actually kind of dig that if it's just like, oh no, it will eat you from your bathtub. Be careful. But then you just like, people are just chill. They're like, hey, this is nice. This is lovely. Like, whoa. Like the ladies. That actually is kind of a fun idea. I love it. Hey, dude, welcome to the party. Grab a beer. It's like, where am I? It's like, what doesn't matter, bro? This place is wicked. They all just talk like surfer dudes. Cowabunga, dude. Cowabunga. Okay. I will say, I will write on Twitter as well. Okay, at first, I had flashback to Final Destination 4 with the guy getting his insides sucked out by the pool filtering system. But then I found out this giant bug-like SCP will absorb you through a bath and you end up in paradise. In paradise. Capital, much better fate than Final Destination 4, FD4. You guys know which scene I'm talking about? In Final Destination 4, where like the blonde jock is at the pool and then he's like swimming and he's like, oh, those. I think it was like some kid annoyed him, and of course because like death in Final Destination is a complicated bitch, he like did so like that the filtering system would pull a lot stronger, and he was like under the water because his lucky coin was down there, which who gives a shit if your coin falls down there, right? And then as he was trying to get up, the pool system just sucked his ass, and then he just so that's what it reminded me of at first, but then it flipped and was like, it's like, no, actually this place is kind of, it's fucking rocks, dude. Cowabunga, dude. Let's go to the Underground Caterpillar Monster Disco Beach Party, dude. Yeah, let's do it. Henry comes with us. Y'all get your bath, your like swimming gear, and let's go party, man. Dude, you're awesome.